dear friends and net aspirants, welcome back to our channel High Point, and in this video we'll be looking at yet another poem by John Donne titled as Good Morrow. I hope some of you have at least learned this poem in your MA or BA classes. I have learned this work in my MA classes. If you are a first time listener of my video, if you are interested, subscribe to my you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon while you are subscribing so that you get a notification whenever we are uploading a video in here. At the same time, you can visit my website and follow me on Instagram for more variety of study materials. In my website, we have provided 900 plus audio lectures and 300 plus downloadable PDF materials and previous and practice question papers which are lively attemptable along with more offers and bonuses if you wanted to be a part of our family as a student. So if you're interested, the study materials that we are providing in our website, after having the free trial, you can subscribe to the course from the website itself. And if you want to know more about the free bonuses and the 15% of off and anything related to the study materials and the courses and the topic that we are sharing there, you can use this number to reach out to me, and also use Instagram page, Instagram ID to connect with me. So their Instagram, we are sharing a lot of things in every other session, in the reel session, in the feed session, as well as in the story session too. You can see various kind of study materials there, which are accessible, which are savable to your Instagram page too. So you can come and follow me there too if you are interested. Now let's move on to the introductory part of this poem. This poem was written by whom? John Donne. John Donne was a famous metaphysical poet of 17th century, belonging to the first half of the 17th century. The poem Good Morrow was published in 1633 in the collection Songs and Sonnets by John Donne. The poem is one of the earliest work and is thematically considered to be the first working songs of sonnets. So this is not the first poem of songs and sonnets, but when you consider the theme of the entire collection of poems, then you can find that this is thematically the first working songs and sonnets. It is not a sonnet. So even though it is included in songs and sonnets, this is not a sonnet. It has 21 lines long. It is 21 lined long, and it is divided into three stanzas. It has written from the point of view of an awakening lover and describes the uh, lovers describes the lover's thoughts as he wakes next to his partner. So two people are in love, and the poem is written from the point of view of an awakening lover who is awakened just beside his or her partner. Okay, the poem makes use of biblical and Catholic writing. So we can see in metaphysical poems what we can see metaphysical conceits. So there are many conceits, biblical and Catholic conceits, because John Donne is also a priest. He has composed many sermons, and also if you have not listened to my video about John Donne and his poem A Valediction Forbidding Morning, the two links are there in the I button. You can watch that missed videos if you have missed them. Let's move on to word by word summary of the poem Good Morrow. I won't be explaining this too much. I'll read the line and I'll explain the meaning, and whatever things come into my mind that I'll also say. If you want to know more, either you can visit my website or you can comment below, or directly come to my WhatsApp number and we can have a chat there if you have any doubts. Okay, let's see the first answer. I wonder by my troth that what thou and I did till we loved, were we not weaned till then, but sucked on country pleasures childishly, or snorted we in the seven sleepers' den. It was so, but this all precious fancies be, if ever any beauty I did see, which I desired and got, it was but a dream of thee. So this is rather simple. So if you feel difficulty in reading a poem and understand what you have to do, this is what I do. You read from one full stop to another full stop, just like a sentence, and try to understand what is the meaning of that sentence. Instead considering each line. Okay. I wonder by my truth. What thou and I did till we loved. So, what is the meaning of that line? See, the awakening lover, he or she is telling that, see, I wonder, I just think when I awake just beside you, I wonder, we have met now, but what we were doing before we meet each other. So we are in love now, but what we were doing before meeting each other. Were we not weaned till then? Are we were we doing breastfeeding till then? Where we were children, right? So were we doing breastfeeding? But sucked on country pressures childishly. So, or we were childlessly, we were submerged in country pressures, or we were engaged in country pressures, or snorted we in the seven sleepers dens, or whether we were sleeping in seven sleepers den, seven sleepers, that sleeping place, that cave, whether we were snorting and we were sleeping there. So before meeting each other, what we were really doing, we were doing nothing relevant. It was so, but this all pleasures, fancies be. Whatever we were doing before meeting each other, they were just fancies, nothing real. In truth, all those were fancies, nothing more. If ever any beauty I did see, which I desired and got, was but a dream of thee. So if ever, the speaker says that if ever I see beauty, any beauty they have seen, or any beauty they have desired to have, it was nothing but a dream of thee, a dream of you. Nothing else I saw as so beauteous, and I desired that beauty like I desired a dream of you like a that like I desired a dream of a dream of you. Okay, so that's what he says in the first stanza. Now let's see the second stanza. Or some total only three stanzas are there. And now good morrow to our waking souls, which watch not one another out of fear. For love, all love for other sides control, and makes one little room and everywhere. Let sea discoverers new to new worlds have gone. Let maps to other worlds on worlds have shown. Let us possess one world, each hath one and is one. So here you can see many other contemporary issues going on in Donne's time, that he begins this essay by saying that, see, anyway, finally we have met with each other and we fell in love with each other. Now we are awakened by side each other. So when we wake up together, I wish you good morrow. That means now good morning to our waking soul. Just now we have awakened. Our souls have awakened in the love for that we have for between us, and for our awakened soul, I wish good morrow. We watch not one another out of fear. So we are not seeing, we are not seeing each other out of fear. We are not looking at each other out of fear, but for love. So we have love between us, and we look at each other out of love. All love of other side's control. All love of other side's control means that there is no need that we fear each other, we feel jealous each other, because we have love between us, and we no need to look at anything else accept each other, because we are in love, and I wish good morrow to our awakening soul. Since we have spent a lot of time without each other, finally when we meet, and when we have fallen in love, and there is no need that we fear each other, we feel jealous each other, but we no need also look at anything else except each other, and makes one little room and everywhere. So what does that mean? When we look at each other, we make a small room, a one small room as wide as the world. Okay. So when we are together, and we look at each other out of love, and we have love in our eyes for each other, and whenever we meet and when we look, we make a one little room which is as large as the entire world. Let's see, discoverers to new worlds have gone. So let the explorers cross the boundaries, cross the ocean to discover new lands. So this is what happening. See, Britain was sending voyagers and sea discoverers in order to find out new routes to reach out Asia. So that was succeeding, already succeeded, and colonial expansion was happening. Let maps to other worlds on worlds have shown. So, like explorers cross the ocean and discover new lands, let people, other people make maps. So, for the sea discoverers to discover new lands, they need map. So, other people should let them make maps and let them chart worlds upon worlds. After making, while making maps, let them chart worlds upon worlds. Let us possess one world, each hath one and is one. So let us just have one world. So as we are lovers, we are in one world. See, every one of us, we are living our own worlds. But since here the speaker says that since we are in love, let's have one world. Who, whatever the other people are doing, let them discover sea lands. Let them make maps and chart worlds upon world. But let's possess one world, and so each of us has a world. So even though we have one world with us, but when we are together, let's have only one world. Now, my face in thine eye, thine in mine appears, and true plain hearts do in the faces rest. Where can we find two better hemispheres? Without sharp north, without a declining west, whatever dies was not mixed equally. If our two loves be one, or thou and I love so alike that none do slacken, none can die. So this is one of some fascinating ideas that Donne is explaining here. So here the speaker awakened just beside his or her lovers, uh, just beside the lover, right? So he says that I can see my face in your eyes and you can see your face in my eyes. So our faces are reflecting our own eyes each other our faces is reflecting in our eyes, okay, each other's eyes, and this is because we are in love and true plain hearts do in the faces rest, and the truth of our heart is visible in our faces. So since we are reflecting, our faces are reflecting each other's eyes, that shows the plain and truth of our hearts. Where can we find two better hemispheres? Hemispheres means what? Globes, right? So where we can find two better globes? How? What kind of better globes? Hemispheres without sharp north. So the globe must be in such a way that without the coldness of the north, without a declining west, without the darkness that comes when the sunset in the west. So, there is a sharp, take the example of earth, there is a sharp north where extreme cold is there, and there is a sharp west where we can see that when other part is brightened, the other part will be in darkness. So, there should not be such a case with that better globe where we can find such a better globe where we cannot find any sharp cold north, or where we cannot find a darkness that comes when sunset happened in west. Whatever dies was not mixed equally. So when something dies, here he jumps into another concept that when something dies or vanishes or destroys, something is not mixed equally. There is an imbalance happening. So when a person dies, what happens? There is an imbalance happening inside that person's body. So whatever dies, something is not mixed equally. If our two loves be one, so if we are one like a body, if we are love, we are lovers, and if our two loves be one, we love each other and we have two kinds of love, and our two loves are one. Thou and I, when we are one, you and I, when we are one, love so alike. So when we love each other without any imbalance equally, when we love each other, that none do slacken, our love won't get weak. We won't lose the power of our love, and none can die. We will not die. We will be mortal. So, because of our love, alike love or balanced and equal love that we have for each other, That will, since there is no imbalance, since there is no trouble in the mixing of equality, that the love that we have for each other, that will make our love important as well. That will make our love immortal. The same way we will also become immortal, and we won't die because of the love that we have. That this is not referred to the immortality that people will gain since they have love, but it's a kind of higher level of immortality through poems. So after ages also we are reading this poem that Donne wrote about his love for his wife, right? So in this way, because of the balanced and equal love that they had together, that's because they are still alive through this poem. Their love is also alive through this poem. It never lost its power. Okay, I hope this was clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Let's see some themes relevant in this poem: love, awakening, completeness, life without love, loyalty in love, exploration, display of love, growth in relationships. So, he also mentions how one should grow in love affair. It's not just simply physically you love, but your love should surpass another level. Okay, so when they are together, how their souls awakened, how they feel the completeness that they are together when they are together. And love, life without love is simply childish, fanciful pleasure that they had. But when they met with each other, when they were together, they find the true meaning of life. And they also says about, this poem is also about loyalty in love, that how they should equally love. If there is an imbalance, then their love will get weakened and they will also die eventually, because their love was not balanced and equal when they loved each other. And exploration about each other at the same time, the exploration generally happening during that period, then display of love. So here the speaker also displays his or her love towards the other one, and growth in relationship as well. So these are the major themes. If you know more themes related to this poem, you can also mention that in the comment section. So that's all about the poem Good Morrow. Let me know if you have any queries and questions, and also don't forget to visit my website www.highpoint.in and have a free trial and see. If you're interested, let me know through the WhatsApp number here. And from the website itself, you can subscribe to the course. And if you want to know more about the free offers and free bonuses that we are sharing, any of the facilities and materials and anything related to the website or the course or the materials, you can use this number or use the Instagram ID to reach out to me and see my Instagram page. If you're interested to have all those materials whenever we are publishing, you can follow me using this email, using this Instagram ID. So meet you in the next video session. Until then, stay tuned to High Point and strive for the best, guys. Thank you and ta-ta.